You're absolutely right that John McCain has not talked about my Muslim faith, and you're absolutely.
I have been trying to get this man to become honest about his drug use since last fall, okay? I can't force him to stand up in front of the American people and say, hey, I'm a liar and I'm a drug user. Even more so, I can't force him to stand up today and tell people that he had another gay lover in Chicago that was murdered in December.
Are you talking about Senator Obama, that he had a homosexual relationship with somebody that was murdered in Chicago?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Wow. When did it happen?
Donald Young was murdered in December of 2007. And my attempts to contact the Chicago Police Department on information that links Senator Obama to this gentleman and his death have been ignored.
I'm making this video and posting it on YouTube because of an incident involving myself and Senator Barack Obama between November 3rd and November 8th of 1999 in the Chicago, Illinois area. The mainstream media and Obama himself has done greatly to prevent this story from becoming public. During those time periods in 1999, I met Obama at an upscale lounge in Chicago, Illinois. After having a few drinks, Obama and I left in my limo, began to drink. Mr. Obama acquired powder cocaine for my use, crack cocaine for his use. I performed oral sex on Senator Obama, who at the time was a state representative for the state of Illinois. Mr. Obama knows these allegations to be true. I'm challenging Mr. Obama to come forth, be honest, stop claiming that his drug use is limited to his teenage years. 1999, you weren't a teenager. 1999, you were a state representative for the people of the state of Illinois. 1999, I performed oral sex on you in the back of my limo, as well as in my hotel room in Gurnee, Illinois, 2 days later. If you challenge the authenticity of this allegation, I challenge you to take a polygraph test, as I will submit to as well. These allegations are true and need to be told to the public. Let the public decide whether Mr. Obama is being forthright and honest. Thank you.
The story has been suppressed, as you well know. The Globe, an American tabloid, has come out with its second edition on this story. The headline, Obama Caught Up in Gay Murder Probe. The story just got a lot bigger. Pastor James Manning has come forward and made allegations which back up Larry Sinclair's that Barack Obama is bisexual, homosexual, or gay, whatever your preference. Pastor Manning, thank you for being here. You are making statements here that, again, mirror and echo those of Larry Sinclair.
Absolutely. Well, let me say this. My statements are as solid as a rock. And at the opportune time, I will demonstrate them, as I did when I made statements regarding his mother and about himself and his father and what went on in that relationship when they first came together. And I also stated then that I would only make my proof of my statements available at the opportune time for several reasons. One is the Obama campaign is a very shrewd campaign, and they're able to circumvent you. If you put your information out, and if you're not fully protected with it, they know how, that David Axelrod and all that crowd knows exactly how to circumvent. And the Obama campaign also has absolute sway over the liberal media, so they know how to quash a story in a moment, the way they're doing with Larry Sinclair. The other item is that when I did put my statements out regarding his mother and how he came into being, about a month after I put my statements out, Time magazine came out with an article. I was right then, I'm right now. Jeremiah Wright is definitely a closet homosexual. There's no doubt about it. And Obama is as well, and Larry Sinclair would testify to that. But there are a whole lot of other folk in Trinity, United Church of Christ, and around Chicago that would testify to the fact that Obama is a homosexual, as you stated or introduced, as a bisexual, because he is married and obviously enjoys relationships with women as well. But my proof is as solid as a rock, and at the opportune time, I will demonstrate it.
When you first heard of Larry Sinclair and his allegations, did that surprise you at all that it came?
Not at all. I knew that, knowing what I know about Obama, that, when you're a homosexual and you're in the closet, you're constantly trying to feed that sex drive without being caught. And when you have a high visibility such as his, you're always dramatizing what you're doing, and you're bringing more people into your web of sin. And now that he's become a presidential candidate, he's had to scrutinize himself more. But that sexual drive doesn't go away. So, no, I was not surprised to hear what Larry Sinclair had to say.
Not exactly an unknown issue that he is at least bisexual.
Everybody knew about Clinton's problems while he was governor, and as he was running for president, everyone knew about them. It's just that, these people are able to manage the press. That's why I'm carefully guarding the things that I say or demonstrating my proof. They're able to manage the press in such a way and public opinion in such a way as to, even though these things are well known, they're able to squash it in such a way as to make the people who come out and make statements look foolish. Right. So I'm watching, and they already control the media. They control what people think. They control what we listen to, and now have this candidate. So I'm not surprised that this matter is suppressed the way it is. What I am surprised is that Larry Sinclair is still alive. That's what I'm surprised at.
That is something that Larry worries about quite a bit, too, his personal safety. He has received God only knows how many death threats. There certainly is a very powerful cabal interested in electing Barack Obama to the White House. These people certainly, obviously, have their hands on the majority, if not the overwhelming dominance of the American mass media, hence the oblivion status of the story. I think that Larry Sinclair would do very well to go to Washington, D.C. with proper protection to the National Press Club and call for a national press conference and make his statements and allegations right there. Would you, sir, be willing to appear at such a press conference, should there be one?
Yes, I would. Without hesitation, I would definitely appear.
All right. I think that's something the American people have a right to know.
On June 28, 2006, Senator Barack Obama gave a speech to the Call to Renewal Conference, where he explained why he finds it so difficult for America to use the Bible to help guide our public policy.
Which passages of Scripture should guide our public policy? Should we go with Leviticus, which suggests slavery is okay? Or we could go with Deuteronomy, which suggests stoning your child if he strays from the faith? Or should we just stick to the Sermon on the Mount, a passage that is so radical that it's doubtful that our own Defense Department would survive its application? Folks haven't been reading their Bible.
Senator Obama, after you so arrogantly mocked and ridiculed the books of Leviticus, Deuteronomy, and the Sermon on the Mount, taking those passages of the Bible so painfully out of context, you then condescendingly stated that, quote, folks haven't been reading their Bible, unquote, as if the American people don't know what's in there. The real question is, do you know what's in there, Senator? For instance, did you not know that most Christians and historians agree that the Sermon on the Mount contains the most spiritually inspiring words ever uttered by Jesus Christ or any other religious leader? And as far as your sarcastic remark regarding the Defense Department not being able to survive the Sermon on the Mount's application, I can assure you, Senator, that Christ would never advocate turning the other cheek to terrorists and America's enemies, as your smug laughter so clearly implied. And did you not know, Senator Obama, that the book of Deuteronomy, which you also arrogantly mock and ridicule, is what gave us the Ten Commandments? Folks, all those condescending remarks distorting our Judeo-Christian Bible did not come out of the mouth of Barack Obama's pastor, Jeremiah Wright. No, they came straight out of the mouth of Barack Obama.
Folks haven't been reading their Bible.
my Muslim faith, 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 my Muslim faith. My Muslim faith.